Going to sue Blake Lively too?
Into oblivion. Okay. Wait till this lawsuit. It's all going to be based on evidence. It's not going to be just a lawsuit. It's going to be like the kind of lawsuit that is full of evidence, missions, documents, which prove exactly what she actually, Blake Lively's publicist, Leslie Sloan, sending stories negative to Justin. And all Justin wanted to do, and it's all for the text messages. If the New York Times apparently viewed 1,000 or more pages of text messages, you would have seen it. Justin never wanted to hurt her, never wanted to be negative to her. He wanted to protect the film, he wanted to protect himself, and he wanted to protect her from making negative allegations about him that were made up. And they're proven in this case.
What happens when a Hollywood icon is left completely speechless on live TV? A routine interview took a shocking turn when Blake Lively found herself at the center of an unexpected remark, one so bold, it silenced even her quick wit. But what exactly did Bryan Freedman say that shook the entire studio?
Times, her publicists work directly with the New York Times. They share illegally obtained text messages. They shared those together. They concocted a complaint. They filed with the Civil Rights Division. They omitted texts that would have provided context, texts that were in the exact same script that would have provided context of what was really going on. And in fact, they actually removed emojis from text to show there was satire and there was joking around by the PR crisis agents. I mean, PR crisis agents.
Observers noted that her signature radiance seemed to dim for a brief moment, replaced by an expression that blended disbelief with a hint of ironic amusement. In a world where every comment is analyzed and every reaction scrutinized, her fleeting silence conveyed more than any well-crafted response could have. As the cameras rolled and the live audience held their breath, it became evident that even the ever-poised Blake Lively wasn't immune to the unpredictability of live television. Who would have thought a single comment could leave a Hollywood icon temporarily at a loss for words?
Okay, so this is an excerpt from my new favorite book, just the website that Justin Baldoni published all of his correspondence with Blake Lively. And this is one of my favorite excerpts with my new favorite Game of Thrones character, Blake Lively. Are you ready for it? And him serving it back to her is just as important. You don't usually see both the man and the woman with such agency and humor. Anyway, I can act it out for you next week to make sure it comes through. Or I can send it now. Let me know what you prefer. XX. To which Justin Baldoni responds, sorry, I was just crying my eyes out as kids and fans just left for another 5 weeks and it was a shit. Heart emoji, heart emoji, heart emoji.
What was supposed to be an ordinary live segment took an unexpected turn. Bryan Freedman, notorious for his unfiltered remarks and tendency to stir controversy, seized the moment with a statement as bold as it was unrestrained. The scene unfolded like an intersection of spontaneity and stardom as Bryan leaned into the microphone with a knowing grin, ready to make waves. His words cut through the studio's background chatter with razor-sharp precision, leaving no room for pretense. With characteristic ease, he broached a subject that hit a little too close to home for Blake, a topic frequently whispered about in private circles, but never so brazenly brought into the glare of live television.
And Justin Baldoni's attorney has just back at Blake Lively's motion to dismiss. Blake is abusing the legal system. 3 exclamation points. Bryan Freedman tells TMZ Ms. Lively's recent motion to dismiss herself the self-concocted disaster.
His remark, seemingly trivial on the surface, took on a new weight due to his smug yet playful delivery. As the words echoed through the studio, the camera zoomed in on Blake Lively. Her reaction was instant and unmistakable, her widened eyes subtly conveying, "Are you serious right now?" She wasn't merely absorbing the comment, she was actively suppressing the urge to fire back with a sharp retort. For a fleeting moment, the polished Hollywood exterior gave way to a raw and genuine reaction, one even the most seasoned celebrity couldn't have predicted.
Bullied her way through the process to take over the movie and used her PR people to try and destroy Justin. There's a number of different things here. Stephanie Jones, all over this complaint, that is PR agent who was supposed to be working for Jeff Baldoni. Leslie Sloan, There's another PR agent who will be part of this lawsuit. That was Blake Lively's. Blake Lively will be sued, and we're carefully considering other people that will be sued also. Ryan Reynolds, for sure.
Relishing the energy of the moment, Bryan pushed the boundaries further. Each word he uttered carried an air of confidence that commanded attention. It wasn't long before the atmosphere in the studio shifted. What began as casual banter escalated into a charged, almost electrified tension. The audience, a mix of industry insiders and devoted fans, sat on the edge of their seats, eager to see how the situation would unfold. Some viewers smirked at the irony of it all. After all, it's not every day that Blake Lively is left speechless by mere comment. Others watched intently, knowing this was the kind of unscripted moment that would dominate tabloids, social media, and late-night talk shows for weeks.
Bryan Freedman, Justin Baldoni's attorney, has just shot back at Blake Lively's motion to dismiss. Blake is abusing the legal system. 3 exclamation points. Bryan Freedman tells TMZ Ms. Lively's motion to dismiss herself from the self-concocted disaster she initiated is one of the most abhorrent examples of abusing the legal system. Freedman says stringent rules are put into place to protect the innocent and allow individuals to rightfully defend themselves, while noting laws are not to be twisted and curated by privileged elites to fit their own personal agenda. In his statement to TMZ, Freedman reiterated, as we said yesterday in response to Mr. Reynolds' same cowardly measures, we will continue to hold Lively accountable for her actions of pure malice, which included falsely accusing my clients of harassment and retaliation. Freedman summed it up by saying Blake's fantastical claim will be swiftly debunked as discovery moves forward, easily proved with actual evidentiary.
Behind the scenes, the production team scrambled to regain control. Directors exchanged glances while producers whispered into earpieces, fully aware they were witnessing a pivotal moment in live television. Blake's initial surprise quickly gave way to a practiced smile, a smile that didn't quite reach her eyes. It was the kind of expression that said, "I see what you did there, and I'm not exactly thrilled." Had her inner thoughts been audible, they might have been filled with a stream of sarcastic comebacks, each designed to deflect the unexpected scrutiny she had been placed under. Yet, in that moment, the perfect response eluded her, leaving only a silence that spoke volumes. As the conversation continued, as if the moment had been just another blip in the segment, Bryan continued to weave his playful yet pointed remarks, each one more direct than the last. His demeanor remained casual, as if he were engaging in light-hearted banter with an old friend. But beneath the surface, there was an undeniable intent to shake the flawless public image of one of Hollywood's most beloved figures. Blake, when she did respond, did so with poise and measured words, betraying nothing of the turmoil that had been stirred within her. Instead, she relied on the polished, well-rehearsed lines that celebrities are often forced to deliver under the unrelenting gaze of live television. As the segment unfolded, the dynamic took on a life of its own. Observers noticed how Bryan's words seemed to alter the energy in the room. Every comment prompted a slight shift, a held breath, a moment of collective realization that they were witnessing something truly remarkable. It wasn't just what was said, it was how it was said. In an industry where every phrase is dissected and every expression magnified, even the smallest misstep can become an iconic moment. And on this occasion, it was Bryan Freedman's audacious remark that caught Blake off guard, leaving her briefly exposed. Despite the underlying tension, the show continued with its pre-planned segments. The host, ever the professional, worked to steer the conversation away from the awkward moment, injecting humor and light-hearted commentary to restore balance. But the damage was done. The audience, still whispering and exchanging glances, knew they had just witnessed something extraordinary. Meanwhile, social media exploded in real time. Fans and critics alike rushed to share their take on the incident, filling feeds with witty observations, sharp critiques, and playful memes. Within minutes, the moment had been immortalized as one of those rare unscripted TV gems. In the days that followed, the incident became prime material for endless discussions. Talk shows, podcasts, and online forums delved into the interaction between Bryan's bold statement and Blake's unexpected silence. Analysts debated whether the comment was a deliberate ploy or a spontaneous slip, a rare moment of authenticity in a world of carefully curated images. Some argued that Bryan had purposefully set out to shake up the pristine nature of celebrity culture, while others dismissed it as an innocent remark blown out of proportion. Whatever the interpretation, one thing remained undeniable: the moment had etched itself into the annals of live television history. The episode became a study in the fine line between honesty and decorum. Bryan Freedman's smirking remark not only disrupted the flow of conversation, but also momentarily unsettled one of Hollywood's most poised stars. And while Blake Lively's silence lasted only seconds, its impact endured far longer. For those who witnessed it, the moment served as a stark reminder of the inherent unpredictability of live TV, a space where even the most controlled personas can be momentarily unmasked. There was no dramatic resolution, just exchanged glances, subdued chuckles, and an unspoken agreement that some of the best moments in live television are the ones no one anticipates. Looking back, the incident is remembered as much for its humor as for its boldness. Want to know the full story behind this jaw-dropping moment? Stick around as we break down the shocking exchange that had everyone talking. And if you love keeping up with the most unexpected celebrity moments, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a reveal.